brothers. I'm just saying. It's not fun. But it is when it's Luke Baines, because then it is fun. Well, I love you guys too. I'm glad you love Shadowhunters. My favorite episode so far, this one. No, maybe it's a toss-up between this one and probably episode 20 from last season. Will there be more Clace in 3B? Oh, there's a lot of Clace action in 3B. Let me tell you. But I can't tell you. I want to tell you. Is it normal that you hate Love Jonathan? Yes, it is very normal that you hate Love Jonathan. Particularly because Luke Baines does such a fantastic job playing him, and Will Tudor did such a great job setting up the character till this point. Hi, Sydney! Sydney Meyer, ladies and gentlemen, who you will meet on the show in just a few episodes, I think. It's so funny when they blur together. I don't actually remember which episode is her first one, but you're gonna love her. Who's got questions? I know some people probably have things that were unclear, things they want to sort out, something they want to air, get out in the world. I'm currently on my way back to LA because trips are crazy. That's what happens when we're here for you guys. Running all over the place. Because we love you. And you are from all over the place. Is there going to be a wedding this season? A wedding? What would give you that idea? I can't say anything about that. I plead the fifth. The difference between filming in Toronto versus Vancouver? Quite a lot. Just the city is different and the climate's different. The show is different. It's Toronto's more of a metropolitan city. It's more like a New York kind of a city, and Vancouver's very different, and so that leads to the lifestyle being very different, I guess. Kind of sensed everything. Where did I watch the episode? I watched the episode with Matt and Harry and Emerald because we are all in New York City today. What spoilers can I give you about Clace? Here's what I can say. I can say that all of the relationships on the show reach a lot of milestones this season. Clace included. And the thing that I love about Clace this season is that you'll see with what Clary goes through and what Jace has been going through, they're the only two people that can understand having hearts of gold but being pushed to make dark choices. And those dark choices lead to guilt because inherently they're good people. We saw that with Jace in this episode. So Jace and Claire are definitely going to lean on each other in that way as they try and figure out how to reconcile for those actions. We have 11 more episodes. It is coming on Netflix tomorrow. What do I think personally about? Personally, well, I know the answer to this question. It says, what do you think personally about your character's brother? Do you think that she'll give in and believe he's a nice guy or be resilient towards him? This is what's so interesting about the Clary-Jonathan relationship this season, is that you have these two characters, and Clary wants nothing more because of her past than to hate Jonathan and to push him away. But there's always been a hole in Clary's heart where she was never able to give her brother a real chance because the stakes were too high, someone else was about to die, or the world was about to end. And now she finally has a moment to breathe and to just be with him, and she's forced to really confront their relationship and to confront what it means to be a Morgenstern and to confront their similarities. So it will be very interesting to see how they learn to help and hurt each other. We saw some of the hurt. We definitely saw some of the hurt, but we'll see a good variety as things progress. There are more runes coming this season. There are some new runes coming later in the season. Simon and Jace, I know. This is something that really I thought was so touching about this episode, is you got to see all of the characters mourn, and you got to see what their relationships with Clary meant to them, and I found that so lovely and so sweet that they were able to highlight that. Hi. Why did I keep my identity secret in Arrow? Because I had to. No, because we didn't want to reveal it too soon in the story. I wanted nothing more than to share it with you guys, but I think it turned out alright. Where's Clary's stele? This was a question. I think Jonathan took it from her, and she's not going to get it back for a little while. If ever. What do I think of Sizzy? I think it's great, and I think you guys should be very excited. He's all about feeding me or trying. I know, but it's a good brother, though. You know, trying to make sure my basic needs are cared for, I guess. Clary versus Jonathan, who would win? Interesting question. I don't know. Maybe we'll see that later in the season. New questions. I should have eaten the soup. I know. You're right. I should have eaten the soup. You're absolutely right. What kind of soup do you think it was? What kind of soup do you think Jonathan would make? I think it's either got to be something like really hearty or good minestrone. Maybe it's a good solid minestrone. We shall see. Oh, excuse me. Chicken noodle, yeah, probably. How am I feeling? It's still bittersweet, given that it's the, what is it, the final hunt as they're calling it. But I do have to say, right now, I'm more excited than anything, because we finally get to share with you these episodes that are so exciting and so special. If I were to switch characters, I would want to switch with Jonathan, I think. He's got a really cool arc. The Jonathan Sebastian character has always been my favorite character in the Shadow World. He's always been the character I found most interesting and been most drawn to, so it's exciting to see it all come to fruition so wonderfully. That's an interesting question. Is Jonathan helping Clary because they're linked or because he cares about her? I think right now, excuse me, I think right now it's a bit of both. I think he's now discovered there's something to do with them, things happening to them the same that we saw at the end of the episode. But he does care about her. He's her sister. Jonathan's always, even Sebastian, in that form, he still cared about Clary. That was the one thing that he did care about. That's the one person that he did have any semblance of what he can feel as love for. Because it's his sister. He knows he's supposed to care about her, even if he's not capable. Maybe. What's gonna happen with Clace? A lot. Good, bad, and ugly. Thank you. Y'all are saying so many lovely things about the bench. My favorite episode to film? Oh goodness, excuse me, I'm so sorry. My favorite episode to film. I don't know. I would say 21 and 22 because we had so much fun, but they weren't my favorite because they were the last ones. So that was sad. So no. I don't know. 3B has been really special. It was a really, really special thing to shoot, and I think people are going to be excited to see it all come together. How much do I love Clary? I love Clary quite a lot. It's a character that changed my life. It's a character that taught me so much, and it's a character that brought me a family that I will have for the rest of my life, and people that I will never forget, and people that have changed me and changed my life. So I really can't I can't ever be too grateful for that. I will always be eternally grateful. I will always love Clary. Happy ending? Kind of. Yes, maybe, no. Bittersweet. Jason Clary's endgame, question mark? Maybe. Maybe not. I'm so sleepy because I took a red eye last night to get to New York, and I've been working all day, and I'm about to leave, but it's been so much fun. It's been so worth it. I'm gonna sleep on the plane, so it's gonna be great. Oh, you guys are smart. Some of your predictions are really amazing. From Germany, wow. Excuse me. Who's my favorite ship on the show? I mean, Malik, of course. But then after Malik, I'm partial to Clace, but it's because I'm a part of it. And because I know that relationship so well. But there were so many really interesting ships on the show this year. Especially in 3B, the show opens up in such a beautiful way. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited. We get into some really, really cool, amazing, interesting new stuff that we haven't done on the show. And I'm so excited to finally share it. Oh, it's the tip of the iceberg, folks. Tip-ode iceberg. This place is perfect. As perfect as you can be. I mean, everybody's got their difficult moments, you know? The funniest cast member? I can't answer that because everyone's funny in different ways. Everyone has their own very specific comedy and very specific sense of humor, but I think because we all know each other so well, because we all love each other so much, truly, we all find each other funny. I was lying in the snow to film. It was fun. The one shot that was a little scary was when the drone was going from being close to me to being far away, because it started so close to me I could hear it, but I had to keep my eyes closed, so I couldn't see where it was. And then as it got farther and further away, I could still hear it, but again, I still couldn't open my eyes. So I just the not knowing where the giant piece of machinery was a little freaky. But we got through it, and the shot looked amazing. I think we are planning a game night soon. I just don't know when or where, but we will try and live stream, live tweet, live something, a game. Yes, Simon still has the mark of Cain on his head. My fave Clace moment is coming up in some episodes. I don't remember how many. There's a lot of great ones in 3B. I know I keep saying this, but see, every week I'll be able to talk a little more. Every week I'll be able to say there's just much more. There'll be this fewer secrets. Lots of Clary and Izzy moments. Ooh, my fave Clary and Jonathan scene from tonight's episode. I would have to say the soup. This is something that even Luke and I have talked about. The soup scene is my favorite. I thoroughly enjoyed shooting that. I think, if I recall, it was the end of a really long day. And so we'd been working for so long. We were such a well-oiled machine. We were just in it. And we had so much fun and just got to play in that scene because there's so many little moments, little gold mines that you can dig out and make really special. And I think they caught quite a lot of them. I know, Harry was the sweetest in that interview today. He made me want to cry. I have so much love and respect for that man, that to hear him say that, I'm speechless. I honestly can't even say how much it meant to me because of how much it meant to me. If that makes any sense. It comes out on Netflix tomorrow. I don't know what time. P13 is airing on your birthday. Well, happy early birthday to you. I think you're going to be happy. How is Jace going to react in the next episode? Varied. The best answer I can give you without spoiling anything. How am I going to live without Clary? I'll never be without Clary. You know, when you spend so long pouring your heart and soul into a character, they never really leave you. And the Shadow fam's not going anywhere. So I don't have to live without Clary. She's just going to be a part of my life in a different way from now on. Alright, throw some more questions at me, folks. I'm ready. I'm ready for you. I was watching the promo for next week, and there are so many moments that you guys should be over the moon excited for. I didn't even realize how many of them came in this next episode. It's kind of insane how many of these really, really special moments happen in episode 12. I'd forgotten how busy episode 12 was, because we shot them together. We shot 11 and 12 like a movie, and because I was separated from the rest of the cast for so long, oh, I'm back, sorry, I had to check something. The other thing that was so fascinating about tonight is seeing everything trending. Seeing, first of all, Shadowhunters chat trending like that was amazing. It's been too long. Seeing Clary trending, seeing Magnus trending, Madsy, Malik. It was so cool to see you guys come out of the woodwork. The hardest scene to shoot was maybe the last scene I shot, which comes in episode 22. And you guys are going to see that and understand why. I have read the books. I've read all of the Mortal Instruments series. That's all I've read. It's 3 a.m. You need to wake up at 7 because you've got school. Honey, get some sleep. I will be here in the future. School is important. I love that Papa Wolf never gave up on his daughter. I think that's wonderful. Somebody just asked about that. Kudos to the badass that is Luke Garraway / Isaiah Mustafa. That was so cool. And the scene turned out great. How many episodes are we doing? So there's 11 more left to air after this one. Sorry guys, I've been talking so much today. I have to keep spraying my throat so I don't lose my voice. Do I miss my red hair? Sometimes. But I'll be back to red eventually. That's the great thing about being an actor is I get to be a chameleon, right? So I get to go back and forth between all these different hair colors and I get to be all these different people. I'm going to give you guys a heads up. I'm going to have to go in a few minutes because I have to jump on an airplane. But, excuse me. Last minute questions. Ready? Rapid fire. Let's go. Favorite, one word to describe next episode. Bridge. It's not a great descriptive word, but all the other words that are actually descriptive are spoilers, so I can't do that. No, the red hair's not a hint. I just know that I'll be back as Red because I love being Red, and there will be another character that I will be Red again. We are going to see some Clary and Izzy moments. All right, folks, last questions. 3, 2, 1, go. While you guys are sending these questions while I'm waiting for them, I'm just going to say thank you so much for not only joining me for this live, but for being so fantastic today and seeing all of your tweets today, all of your support, seeing some of you out on the street was amazing, and also getting to share the episode with you and seeing all of your tweets. It's been incredible. I'm so excited for you to see the rest of 3B. We'll be back again next Monday. I cannot wait. And I'm going to answer one more question, and then I'm going to go. Any other new project? Yeah. Oh, favorite Clary outfit. They made some incredible ones in 3B. There's some beautiful ones, but my favorite kind of Clary one, there's this leather jacket. It's got a duster kind of tail situation happening. It's really cool. Y'all are going to see it at some point. I have to jet, literally and figuratively, but all my love, angels. So happy that you guys got to see this. I'll be tweeting more about the episode. I'll be tweeting more behind the scenes pics now that I can. And I can't wait to see you next week. Bye, angels.